EPA chief rather than burying the fish. They ought to have secured the site and contacted the EPA to oversee the process. Disposing of the dead fish the way they did only raised suspicion. Contaminant levels reduced, but impacts remain. An EPA retest on the April 24th found cypermethrin levels in Marble Creek had dropped to within acceptable limits, broken down the true sunlight and national processes. But there are still no fish or other aquatic life in the stream, the affected stretch of water. Yakpawolo warned communities along the creek to stop consuming fish and other aquatic species until further notice. He quoted. Africa affected by the virus. So let's take few lines. A woman accused of spreading alleged Ebola disinformation in Liberia has claimed that the warnings she shared publicly originated from an internal briefing conducted by a senior nursing official at the J.F. Kennedy Medical Center, raising fresh questions over the source of the country's recent Ebola scare. Onel Paola N. Vidal, who has come under public scrutiny amid government efforts to clamp down on what officials describe as false Ebola-related information, alleged that JFK Nursing Director Mrs. Joanna D. Joka informed nurses during a training session that several Liberians returning from Uganda were exhibiting Ebola-like symptoms. According to Bidel, the warning was delivered during what she described as a training slash meeting attended by nurses and healthcare workers. Yesterday, we had a training slash meeting, and the nursing directors, Mrs. Joka, came along with some PPE Vidal alleged. They were putting out that alert that we should be careful while we are giving care. Even when we are going to any patient, we should have long sleeves on to be safe. He therefore claimed that the nursing director told healthcare workers The alert was prompted by a group of Liberians who have recently returned from Uganda after attending a conference. So the people there in the country coming from Uganda, and Uganda has the virus, the pandemic. So these guys need to be put on a quarantine in the meantime to make sure they are all safe. All right, it's important for our country before it gets, worse. We're not saying Ebola in the country, or but it says some people came from Uganda, so it needs to be checked properly because we've been told that Ebola is in Uganda. So when people coming from that country, you got to put them somewhere for some days to make sure that they don't bring in the virus in our country. Yeah, it's important. It's better to save one now before it spread and millions get affected.
I hope so.
Hmm.
I hope most of these airlines are putting into place,
Yeah,
the safety measures
preventive
because
measures. Yeah.
somebody coming from somewhere, Buddha Airline and all of
Hmm.
that,
Yeah.
people touching things. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't want something like that to ever
Yeah.
come to this
Seriously.
country.
So let's continue with the reading. Let's take a few more lines. It says, yeah, according to Bidel, okay, this is where I stopped. It says, she said the reason for this alert was a group of people who went to Uganda for a conference and they have been back in Liberia. Bidel alleged among these people, about five of them were sick and brought to JFK and were showing all the signs and symptoms of Ebola. Their eyes were red, their eyes were red. According to Bidel, Mrs. Yoka cautioned staff to remain vigilant even though the Ministry of Health had not publicly announced any confirmed Ebola case. So this is very serious. I hope these people not playing, around here because, according to what we just read, the symptoms of Ebola was identified on those folks that came from Uganda. So
And
I
it seems
hope.
like they're still trying to hide something
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. I
that
hope
is
these people.
so
I
wrong.
hope that Ebola not in the country and y'all won't hide it all. If it is here, y'all let us know so we can take preventive measures. All right, it's better to save, one, so that the entire country will be safe. So those folks that just returned from Uganda, you got to quarantine them for some days and make sure that they are safe. All right, but we can stop here, Esther. I think this is where we can stop and send controls to you
Of
to bring
course.
us the Inquirer newspaper.
Thank you so much. From the Inquirer newspaper this morning, I have the top story: No Ebola in Liberia. Government dismisses viral rumors, but and I think you've already read that. Or was there another portion of it?
Let's take some lines from this Ebola thing.
Yes, I'm more interested
Hmm.
in the but. It says the government of Liberia has moved swiftly to claim or counter Republic fears following widespread social media reports claiming that Liberia has or have recorded Ebola cases linked to travelers returning from a church conference in Uganda. The government, through the Ministry of Health, National Public Health Institute of Liberia, the John F. Kennedy Medical Center, declared emphatically that there is currently no Ebola outbreak in Liberia, contrary to the claims. The scared, however, emerged over the weekend after a voice recording circulated online alleging that five travelers who attended a church gathering in Uganda had tested positive for Ebola at the JFK, triggering panic and concern among citizens already worried of the deadly virus due to outbreaks in part of East and Central Africa. But in a joint statement, both MOH and Phil and JFK categorically dismissed the claims as false and misleading, clarifying that Liberia has no suspected, probable, or confirmed case of Ebola virus disease. The three health authorities then urged citizens not to fall for misinformation. Well, Bundy, I don't know whether you listened to her when she spoke with journalists. She sounded like, yeah, they were questioned, even though it was not for the public. So I think the person who leaked it out of the chat room
Yeah.
is the one that should be held responsible. Because if I am a nurse and you're telling us that we should be careful, there's this, people who came from a group of people who came from Uganda and all of that, and you're telling us to, take preventive measures, we gotta be careful of how we're doing, we gotta wear this and wear that. It's not a bad thing if I want to tell other nurses, right? More especially if it's a nursing chat room,
Hmm.
then it gets leaked. So they should also try to investigate who leaked it out of the chat room, because it was not for the public, it was for them in that chat room. But when it is what it is,
You don't can bring trouble in a
I
country,
tell
yo.
you, y'all let us know what it is. If you guys are just cautioning them because you are not sure, when it's gonna enter Liberia, because yeah, every country should have a preventive measure. You gotta put in place, things, because anybody can travel and come out with it.
Hmm.
So if that's why you guys were alerting them on and it escalated like this, we still need to know whether the virus is actually
But
here or not. But the thing is not here.
something wrong is happening somewhere. Something these people not telling us. All right, because from what we read from the front page Africa, that those folks they were, you know,
Mm-hmm.
noticed for the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ebola people, your eyes can be red
Mm-hmm.
and blah 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 blah. So if those people came and they saw their eyes red, it means that, hmm, whether you get natural red eyes are different things.
Yeah, whatever that
But
that you're not.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
sure.
yeah, some people when they smoke weed, their eyes can be red.
Church people
So,
coming from Uganda.
hmm, so church people coming from Uganda, that is same team. The man who was the big man who was to EPA at that time, Nathaniel Blama, came in the country, and we noticed that.
So what
So,
I think with that, we all should just go back on the alert. Wash your hands as much as or as often as possible. Try to get a hand sanitizer. If possible, tell Wonder I'll start using my mask again.
yeah, well, hmm,
Because I mean it's not easy. Over environmental violations in Bong, EPA closes in Moses Funeral Pilot in orders. We have American businesses in Liberia unite to form new association. And that's also right here. Let's bring you to the back page of this paper. Our women, girls need protection. Wongoso alarms on sexual gender-based violence. But we have LLA pushes interagency pact to advance land reform agenda. The Liberia Land Authority has launched a major intergovernmental review process aimed at validating and implementing key recommendations from the December 2025 National Land Conference. The 2025 National Land Conference has since described by many as a crucial step towards strengthening land governance and institutional coordination across Liberia. The high level day long engagement held over the weekend at the LLA brought together senior officials from several government ministries, agencies, and commissions to uh, emerge from the land dialogue or decided to reassess recommendation emerging from the land dialogue to chart a collaborative path forward for Liberia's land reform agenda. Participants at the meeting included representatives from the Ministry of Local Government, Forestry Development Authority, the Center for National Documents and Records Agency, and other critical institutions reflecting a broad national effort to improve coordination and address long-standing challenges in the land governance sector. By the opening of the review dialogue, LLA Chairman Samuel R. Farquhar said the exercise was specifically designed to revisit, validate, and advance recommendations generated during the high-level national dialogue on land government held on December 3rd to 4th, 2025. According to him, the The earlier conference convened more than 90 stakeholders from national and local institutions to critically examine challenges affecting the operations, mandate, and legal authority of the Liberia Land Authority. He praises the organization team, including the program planning division and the project director, for successfully coordinating the review process, while also recognizing the continued support of the Sustainable Land Services in Liberia project and international development partners backing Liberia land reform initiatives. Powell noted that since the Liberia Land Authority was established through the act of the legislature in 2016, the institution has made significant strides in strengthening land administration and driving implementation of the Land Rights Act of 2018. Despite these gains, he warned that major obstacles continue to undermine the authority effectiveness, citing overlapping institutional minutes, operational reference, logistical constraints, and inadequate budgetary support as persistent barriers to efficient land governance. Today's meeting is therefore not only about reviewing recommendations from the December 2025 high-level dialogue, but also about reframing our collective commitments to institutional coordination, legal compliance, and effective land governance. The LLA chairman said the occasion to use the occasion to make a strong appeal to the government and the financial support. A portion of this is not clear. I think it should be government and international partners to increase financial support for the authorities, stressing that land governance remains a key pillar to national peace building, economic growth, infrastructure development, and social stability. But Wendell, this is where I'm going to leave you. The second shows back to you. This is all we have for.
Thank you. And Esther, I'm a resident of District Number 17, and so something erupted in the district during the annual, sitting as the lawmaker Benson claims political maneuvering to divert attention. Let me take a few lines from the story. The second annual sitting of Monserrate County Electoral District 17 was overshadowed by chaos as violence clashed ensued between students from the district and supporters of Representative Bernard Blue Benson. A district sitting is a platform that provides an opportunity for direct interactions between a lawmaker and his constituents, citizens, and residents on developmental initiatives of that August. At such occasion, the district's lawmaker present his or her full legislative report, inclusive of bills and resolutions submitted and signed, a number of projects undertaken, completed, or earmarked during the year under review, as well as other key progress made and challenges encountered during the reporting period. Same was the purpose of the District 17 sitting. However, the gathering was soon overtaken by violence scene, marked by sounding of mixed political slogans, throwing of invectives, fighting with cheers, and running helter skelter. The chaotic scene has gathered a group of guys who identify themselves as students of the district, most of whom have been seriously critical of Rep. Benson's leadership in the district. First term, the program called and chanted anti-Rep Blues slogan. They later left the main hall and gathered around the entrance of the main program hall with placards of different inscriptions in opposition of the Montserrat County's lawmaker, but were countered with stiff resistance from another group of young men loyal to the Montserrat County District 17 lawmaker. The tension intensified as the lawmaker supporters dressed in sky blue t-shirts, attacked the students with plastic chairs, resulting to the reported injury of one Danda, that's Dauda Lume, passed away, who is said to be the head of the student union in the district. Student pass away account, lawmaker accused of initiating violence. Pass away, the head of the protesting students who suffered physical injuries during a demonstration posted a video after the incident to display bodily wounds and torn clothing, alleging that individuals used blunt objects to assault those gathered. He expressed deep frustration with Red Blue, whom he claimed failed to provide necessary educational facilities for the youth. Instead of supporting the community, student Passaway accused the Montserrat County lawmaker of using young people to instigate violence and protect illegal businesses. In his opinion, the district therefore needs a new arrowhead for accountability and better management of resources within what he believes is a neglected district. Brett Benson describes situation plan and calculated attempt by his opposition to this swayed public when contacted the Montserrat County Electoral District number 17 representative described the so-called student protest as a politically motivated plan orchestrated by distractors to dissuade. All right, so we will have to leave it there, and we have to leave it there. We got to take our break. We come back. We bring in our weather report man to run us through the weather for today. So we taking about a break. When we come back, we'll bring you a lot of good things here this morning. But first, let's take word from our sponsors. They are the ones making sure that this program is aired. So we're taking a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
Robbie, why you taking it?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of crop beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jump until the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIV market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Garland Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So start to talk. Come on, son, go in. plenty, but put it to Ichiki. We are living since
Thank you, folks. Thanks for rejoining us. We about to send controls to the USA team headed by Solomon Tunis, and Tunis is going to read us the weather report. So, Tunis, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Good morning, Esther. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Before giving you the weather report, I just want to remind Muslim, Liberian Muslims that tomorrow marks the day of Arafah, the most sacred day in the Islamic lunar calendar. It falls on the ninth day of Dhul Hijjah, the final month of the Islamic year. Fasting on this special day is highly recommended. If you have not been fasting for the last 8 days, tomorrow is highly recommended you Muslims fast. Okay, this is coming to you from Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. So we go with the weather, even though I know this weekend it was a very heavy rain and thunderstorm. As we said here last week, that you're going to experience heavy rain. And I guess, I'm not in Monrovia, but I believe you guys was tormented with a heavy rain and thunderstorm.
Oh yes, oh yes, it was very tough. The weekend, the rain, man, it was very tough, very tough.
Okay, that's why we are here to put you on your guard that these things will happen. Okay, and you're going to be experiencing flash flood race around Monrovia in the next 24 hours. That's what the weather report is saying. Flash flood in the next 24 hours in the area of Monrovia. You're going to experience it. We don't know when it will come, but expect it in the next 24 hours. Today, you got a little break. It's cloudy. Even if it rains, it's not going to be like the weekend rain. It's going to be just a shower. But it may look like it want to rain sometime. That's how it's going to be. But the sun not going to be like usual. It's not going to be sun. You may not even see the sun. It's just going to be like cloudy most of the day until way in the night when you go into bed around 12, 1 o'clock, then you'll start experiencing rain. And that rain will continue for Tuesday morning. Early morning when you wake up, you might experience some shower. And the sun might come a little bit just to make you feel happy. But it may not last. And before the morning end, you will start experiencing some rain on Tuesday. Wednesday, it's a raining day also. Wednesday is a raining day. You're not going to experience any. Wednesday and Tuesday are the same, but Wednesday might even be more severe rain during the daytime and the nighttime. So this few days anyway, it's a raining day. You are now experiencing the rainy season. The rainy season is really giving itself to you now. Before it was doing all kinds of things, but it's really introducing itself now. And the heat is still not yet down. The heat is very heavy in every one of these days. Today heat is about 90. 87, 90 average. And it will go up to 94. Tomorrow, the same thing. Average is 85. It will go up to 90, 93. Wednesday is the same thing. So the heat moon is still sitting in there with all the rain that coming. I know you experience it. I'm not there, but you can bear me witness that what we're seeing here, you're experiencing it. It may not happen immediately like the last time we tell you that, it's going to rain over the weekend on Friday. And somebody said, but the sun is shining. I say it will not last. Okay? You definitely know. When we tell you this, it may not happen as we're telling you, but just be prepared that it will happen. And that's exactly what happened this weekend. We told you that if you're going to schedule any outside activity in the evening, like soccer matches and other things, cookout, you will not enjoy, and definitely it happened. So the thunder were even so heavy, really. It was so heavy that you couldn't bear it. Some of you were even scared, especially the chicken road. They couldn't even come out. So the same thing happening this weekend. You're going to experience lots of rain. So be prepared for it. If you got a rain boot, prepare for it. If you got a raincoat, prepare to take it out. If you got an umbrella, make sure don't forget it somewhere. But you definitely going to experience it. And don't be happy to get on the motorbike because that rain will soak you wet. From now to Wednesday, this is the weather report for you guys. Thank you so much. Let me send control back to you.
Thank you so much, Suleiman Tunis, for running us through the weather report. Like we said during the course of last weekend, we guided people about the weather, but they didn't listen, so they got caught up. That heavy rain that came down. So people say, "Look at the kind of thing that I wear, so I kind of outside." Some people say, "But man, I ain't know." I know." So you see, it's always
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
Esther, I will lie to you, man. That rain caught me to drive.
Where? Which one is
Out
yesterday?
the Saturday rain.
Oh, it
That
was.
rain
I was
from
enjoying that rain with them.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes.
That's
Yeah.
how I enjoyed it. Why
Oh
we're
yes.
beating you up.
Oh, I'm follow. Hey,
That rain was.
you know what helped me?
Um.
I have my jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my jacket. So
But what happened to your car?
I mean, driving, so you know, in rain, the AC, you gotta put the air conditioner on
Mm-hmm.
and driving, all that stuff. Sometimes somebody coming, you know, the roads have narrowed.
Very.
Driving to go to
Mm-hmm.
Broadville, you know, because of the road
Yeah.
construction. So you gotta be very attentive.
Mm-hmm.
I see my eyeball almost on the windshield. I'm telling you.
Because the windshield will get a little bit
Yeah,
blurry.
yeah,
You can't
yeah.
see way ahead of
Yes,
you. That's
So
so
you gotta
true.
turn the heat
yeah.
off.
So,
You gotta
well,
turn
I
the,
is it-
the heater. The
I was
heater
carrying
will
one of my
help you to.
picking. I was carrying one of my picking a Jew.
Okay.
Then the Jew in the car too. She just give it the picking hat. Wow, that. So I say, are you
You are
driver
yours.
now? Eh?
But for you guys, for your information, today over here is a big holiday. This is our
Oh
declaration
yes.
here
Oh
too.
yes.
You
Yeah.
know, called the Memorial Day.
Yeah. You know, my mother
So
died in the
for
States, and so my
yeah,
folks are
so
going out to the grave today. So.
mhm.
Hmm. But
So we
anyway.
say from here as we commemorate Memorial Day in the U.S., our heart is filled with prayers from our forgiveness for our parents, our loved ones who departed. May God bless them, God give them the best of the best in heaven. In Jesus Christ's name and Prophet Muhammad. Amen.
Amen. All right, so folks, that was the weather report. You know, too many things happening in our country, and we need the right things to happen. If the right thing happen for this country, it will be right for all of us. If the wrong thing happen for this country, it will be wrong for all of us. So, my attention this morning is drawn to this story, this Ebola thing. It's very important. We are not telling you that Ebola is in Liberia. No, we are not saying that to you. But something the government is not telling us. We've been told that there are some folks who have returned to the country from Uganda showing the signs of Ebola. All right? Because if the head nurse can say to her staffers that make sure when you're going out to treat patients, you wear long sleeves, you protect yourself, you do this, you do that. Why are you telling them to protect themselves if you know that Ebola is not in the country? Hmm? You
Well,
know? So it's scaring. It's very scaring. This is a scary news because if Ebola is in the country, it was announced that Ebola in Uganda and other countries connected to Uganda. So if people are coming from Uganda to Liberia, those people needs to be checked thoroughly. So when people come from the plane, say you see when they get out of the airport,
Oh, we are sorry about that. I think our partner in Monrovia
I think
just went on the
we
back.
we
Yeah,
apart.
back.
We here. We're
We
here.
here. We ain't going nowhere. We here. We here. We just wanted to
We're
Right.
here.
see.
Yeah, I
We
was
just
trying to
wanted.
change the camera. That was
Yeah.
not the first one. Wasn't clear.
Yeah. So
It's
this one
really
is better.
blurred, and you couldn't
It's
even
okay.
tell us the camera was blurred. I had to see it from somewhere.
I mean, a camera expert. Don't even go there with him.
But I mean, you should have made a comment though on it.
Yeah. But
I was
anyway.
just giving an excuse to my people, to the people who viewing us from the streaming side. I was telling them that this is just a break. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, but we're
Esther,
getting on to it.
the government needs to be cleared. If no Ebola in the country, that's good. They can also come out to tell us that look, Ebola has been announced in Uganda. So we have to be monitoring
Yeah.
travelers
So
because people moving from one point to another. You never know whether you will go to Freetown, you see people from Uganda, you shake hands with them, you do things together. You go to Guinea, you will see people with from you. So we have to be
there is
very
more.
careful.
There is more to
Mm.
this information window.
Hmm.
If the lady had come out to just caution us, to take preventive measure, be careful of how we interact with people, what we touch, keep washing our hands, it's a whole different thing. But when this lady come out to give you a story about people who came back from Uganda,
Hmm.
it means that you can just come out and tell us that
I'll be washing
Ebola
hands.
is not here.
Yeah.
I mean, make it make sense. Did she fabricate the story? Did she just sit down and manufacture the story in her mind?
Mm.
She was told. According to her, she said they sat in a meeting.
Ali is trying to get on your phone.
Yeah, they sat in a meeting and they were told about this
Tunes,
incident with
Tunes,
Uganda.
just help us and send a link
Yeah.
to Aliyu. Please
Yeah,
do.
he's
Please
trying
do.
to
Okay,
join.
I'll do that.
Thank you. Go ahead,
and
Esther.
and Wendell. And so there's more to this story that these guys need to tell us.
Yo.
If she attended a meeting and y'all said it in confidence, she was not putting the information out for the general public. According to the information, she placed it in a chat room that had nurses to alert her friends to also be careful.
Mhm.
Because we know what Ebola did in this country, Wendell.
Mhm.
There are a lot of people who lost their family. Some people, when
Yeah,
they're
my
on the
brother.
day alone, they lost their entire family and they are alone today. It's traumatizing to even think about it. And that is why she was trying to now help her friends who are into, this or medical fee, to take precaution and all of that.
And so let
So
me
what is the
just
actual
hold on there.
truth?
Let
Did she
me
manufacture the story
so
about people
so
coming from
this
Uganda?
is the part I want us to get to,
It
right?
seems impossible to me,
They
though.
say yeah, yesterday we had a training slash meeting, and the nursing directors, Mrs. Joka, came along with some PPE. Be there alleged they were putting out the alert that we should be careful while we are giving care. Even when we are going to any patient, we should have long sleeves on to be saved.
She further claimed that the nursing director told healthcare
Healthcare
workers.
workers. The alert was prompted by a group of Liberians who had, recently returned from Uganda after attending a conference. She said the reason for this alert was a group of people who went to Uganda for a conference and they have been back in Liberia, be they alleged. Among these people, about 5 of them were sick and brought to JFK and were showing all the signs and symptoms of Ebola. Their eyes were red and their eyes were also red. So you
Well,
see,
Wendell,
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
First of all, Wendell, this lady, I'm sure she's not a mad person. One,
She's not.
this lady will not put her job or herself at risk if she
Mhm.
had an inner motive.
Hmm.
If this is politically motivated, she would not have used her voice. She would have rather sent out a written text message because once I use my voice, Wendell, you listen to it, you will know.
Hmm.
Even though others out there who don't know me may not know that I'm the one speaking, but once you listen, you say, "But Esther voice,
It's that voice, yeah.
definitely." So if this was something that she was just trying to play, make the public afraid, I don't think she would have used her voice, Wendell.
Yeah.
So we need to carefully look into this. Most times things can be happening. They can decide to keep it, under control so that people can just be fighting and stuff like that. And that's what I think, Miguel. So it's for all of us to just be very careful. The same way you have your bucket of water with chlorine or whatever you want to put in there to sanitize your hands when you come from work. Get your sanitizer, start to protect yourself. Ebola is already, in Uganda, is in DR Congo, and we got people traveling all around.
And so they got people in Liberia. Let's put it that way. They
People
say
traveling
people in
all
Liberia,
around.
the nurses then say the people then here they want to do tests on them. They
Yes.
saw them,
And
your
even
eyes were
if they're
red.
not here yet,
So we know.
still we gotta take precaution.
So what are the
Is
government
it,
lying
is
to
it
us
true?
or they're not lying to us? Let it come up and tell us.
Yeah.
Is it true that the lady in question that being arrested and being questioned, investigated, because I saw it in different group chats that this lady
I'm al-
being
I'm also hearing that the lady alleged
She
it
sent
was
it in the
being
nursing group chat. So
arrested
it's
and being interrogated.
yeah.
yes,
I don't know how true is that information, but I eavesdropped a conversation from somebody that this lady was arrested.
Yes, she
Yeah.
was. She had handcuff
I'm
on.
seeing it right here in the chat room. I'm
She was
reading it.
stopped.
It said this
Mhm.
lady was apprehended and turned over to the Liberian National Police for spreading false
investigation.
information about Ebola outbreak in Liberia. She's undergoing an investigation at this moment, according to sources.
Exactly.
So where are the 5 persons that enter the country? Where are they? People
Yeah,
might play,
y'all traveling. Y'all
we
be
have
careful.
Aliyu. Aliyu is with
Y'all
us.
be careful. Big girl.
Let's hear from Aliyu take him for a few minutes. Then we'll go to the lines and take calls.
Good morning, Bro Tunis. Good morning, Mr. Nime. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Labura. Ali Matado, glad to be here. I'm just enjoying my weather since Friday up to now. It's still raining. Yes, that's good. How you guys doing?
Are you enjoying the holiday, the Memorial Day?
The Memorial Day. Nothing much, Bro Tunis. I will just be home, maybe take my kids out for dinner because it's raining. That's all. Nothing else.
It's raining over here too. It's raining heavily over here in New York.
The way they're home today.
Anyway, for the information out there, let me tell you, today marks unofficially the first day of summer, unofficially. Okay, and summer really officially summer started June 21st, but unofficially it starts today. All the outdoor cooking, barbecue, it start today. It's just that it's raining today, but this is when everything starts. So unofficially we're in summer now. So if somebody tell you we're in summer, they might be right, but technically we are not in summer. Summer start next month, the 21st.
But people already having a cook out. Yeah. So the issue about this Ebola, the Ebola base that we're hearing in the country, yeah, because myself when somebody sent me that audio, I was like, really? So I started to do some investigation to really make sure if it is true. But when I listen to this lady, all of this information she's giving out there, and she's a nurse, and for what she explained from Page Africa, for me, I believe what she's saying over there. Because this woman will not put her job at risk for any political motive or any other thing to bring fear in the country. Liberia actually behaved like Donald Trump. When coronavirus entered the country and he was like, oh, that thing, this and that. First of all, he said it wasn't true. He started playing game. Before he could come to himself, it was already late because when Corona came in, that was doing the same thing, or we were in. Yeah, I think that was during the winter, where you will be having the symptom of flu and things, all of these things. So people were overlooking it before they came to themselves. Corona was already here. And that's the same thing now that rainy season in Liberia. Sometimes you see people with running nose, all of these things, allergies from people, their eyes, all those stuff. This government had never ever then transparent to the Liberian people. This is something that they need to start taking precaution. Whether that woman what she's saying is true or is false, in as much as we get Kenya Airway coming to that country, Ethiopia Airline, all these airlines are coming from the I know what kind of east whatsoever. Let's start taking precautionary measures. Government shouldn't say America must send money, UN must send money because they own the money. They can't use it for the Liberian people. They own it for themselves. This is time that our airport need to be protected. Our borders, all of these places, we need to start washing our hands and whatsoever to take precaution right now. Because what that woman saying, for me, I believe 100%. Okay, but this government, because they fail to be transparent to the Liberian people, so we don't, as soon as say I don't trust them in anything because they are a bunch of liars, they are not transparent to the Liberian people. That's my own take on it. Let's take precaution, let it get all this into the airport, let's monitor our borders and see people coming in, people going out, taking temperatures and things. Thank you.
Thank you there, Leo. I think we can now hear from our folks. Let's hear from our people, folks. This news is scaring. Our population is vulnerable, and the government are supposed to be transparent with us. They are not. They are not telling us what actually is unfolding. So it's scaring. When you have your kids, you have your family. People got to move from one point to another. And so, I mean, like my colleague said, we need to start putting measures in place because if we wait for the government to come and tell us, because you can say people come from Uganda, they are eyeball and ray, and because that's how we saw people who had the virus, the epidemic here. We saw them, their eyes were red. So it's the same thing the nurses are telling us that somebody from Uganda, we are seeing them like they are showing signs of the symptoms of the Ebola. So let's go to the phone lines and take a few calls. But before we get to the lines, Esther is going to run us through the comments, and then we come and take some calls.
Okay. We have Fumba Kanaka says, I'm watching live from Jenny, Liberia Town, Koma Clan, Tiwa District, Grand Cape County. We have Bakari B. Sharif. He says, good morning. I'm following the show from Newcrest Town. Thanks for the update. We guys coming back. We have Sylvester. He says, hello, guys. We have Ibrahim Kekula. He says, good morning, Freedom FM. We have Salia Sony. He says, watching. What's up, United?
Yeah, that's
Long
my
time
boy,
ago.
my man, United boy. Yeah, Salia.
We have uh, we have GT. Is that GT Tukwe Wajla? I think that's your guy. And he says if healthcare workers were officially warned inside the hospital, why is a nurse being punished for taking that warning seriously? We have Ibrahim Kakula. He again says, I'm following you guys from Grand Cape County, Kenjor. We have Fatu Kone. She says, I'm watching from Kakata Magibi County, Republic of Liberia. Ibrahim and Addison says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following live from my comfortable residence. We have Phoenicia Junior Bar says, following from Newcastle Town. We are coming back 2029. Mohammed Sharif. He says, good morning, Wendell Esther and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Hamadi Dakite Intellectual Forum, Jacob Town, St. Francis Community. We have Philip Tar. He says, hi, Wendell and Esther. I'm following from Kolomani Camp, Double Bridge, Grand Jita County. We have Salia Sony. He says, United. How you're doing, bro? If the Ebola virus is in a country, the government needs to inform the citizens and provide some precautionary measures rather than hiding it. That's way too dangerous. We have Manjatu Lastborn says watching from Oro, Divantown, Morovia. We have Rhoda Walker says I'm watching from Johnsonville, Turning Point. We have Kolu F. Kokolo says good morning. Mohammed Mariam J. Sharif says LEC is on life support under Joseph Baka leadership. You have Joseph Weah. He says criminal Thomas Fala had now turned into trust Fala for Unity Party. Joseph Weah
That was a
says,
big slam in his face on
"Oh
yesterday.
yeah, can you imagine a Weah project like Thomas Fala asking nonsense question? Let him tell me what did his useless uncle Bwaka had did for have done for Liberians since he been working in government over 45 years. Mary Tule says, good morning. I'm my Freedom FM family. I'm watching from Police Academy. Thanks for the show. Salia again says, United, it might not be Ebola, but other communicable diseases or transmissible viruses that can be contacted by physical contact. They need to just come clean with the public rather than leave a room for speculation. We have Joseph where he says, like criminal Thomas Fowler, no, when I mentioned that his question will be answered 2029, then he will know why President Weah had to come
It's
back.
useless question.
And Jiwa Kamara says, good morning to my Freedom FM family. We are here again. David Johnson says, I'm watching from Juarez Market. Hello to all my good people. Hello, David. And we have Henry
David
T.
Johnson.
Todd Jr. He says, good morning, the print news crew and Radio LIB crew of USA with our weather report. Man, Uncle Tunis for starting out in New York
Tunis son.
City. I say, man is here every morning to greet.
Yeah.
Probably make it. I'm sure he saved
They want to know he can
saved it
edit.
somewhere again.
You man can
That my
edit.
one, that my number one fan over there, my man. Y'all leave my man
Yeah,
alone, please.
No, I'm a man too. Henry Tito Jr. Henry Tito Jr.
Okay.
My
it's-
number one fan in
so-
Liberia, right there.
USA.
Yes,
Gotta admit,
the man.
Yeah, we are coming,
The
Eric.
man can praise you by way. Honor you. Yeah.
So the man can see some true in me. That's the reason he like me.
But that's what I'm saying. The man can praise you by way. Yeah.
But one more
Rabi,
comment there, don't forget, Brabi Ba.
Yeah, you run us through that comment now since you there.
Good morning, following live from Elon the what?
The potholes. He said the potholes invested. Yeah.
Elon the pothole. Father invested and abandoned Bakube Avenue in DC. And player, good morning, Freedom FM family. Wow, it's still coming.
Yeah.
My younger Sam Kamara, good morning. Good afternoon to you guys following you from United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. Oh, we're going to...
You will be there today.
Family, Masa family, I'm watching the show from Brussels, Belgium, and thank to Esther. Okay, as I hear you know, thank to Esther, and with there, I'm here representing Crime Stopper Liberia. Okay, I think that's it for now.
Okay, Masa, thank you there, and thank you for watching us all the way there from Brussels. Let's take a few calls. We have 20 more minutes. You can call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. The female line 0770297016. And the WhatsApp line is +231 886 500 104. Let's take you as our first caller. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. William and the rest of the summit in studio.
Don't give us feedback now because I'm getting feedback. Please
Is it okay now?
go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay, this is Matt Brown, and I'm phoning from Facebook Forum. And I think the government respond to the whole thing. I think it is in the interest of the Liberian people. And I think the woman in question that blew that fake alarm is highly political. I think if you do a thorough investigation, you will get to know that she want to please those in the opposition, especially the CDC.
How can you say that? Why? No. Brown. Hello.
Yes.
You see, you are now pointing fingers. You are accusing the lady to what? Being a seditious because she saw what happened and trying to let the public know about it. Now you're accusing her of being a politician. So no. I will not take you. I will not continue with your conversation since you want to be that political. This is about everybody. This is about you and I. This is about your family and my family. So we shouldn't politicize this. You are now pointing your finger at a political party. That this lady who gave this fake information got some political alignment with the CDC. You cannot say that. How sure are you? You are saying you yourself as your unity party man. So we're not. It's your right. It is your right. But do not accuse the woman or connect her to a political party because of what she saw and decide to put out there.
Of course.
Let's talk to this person. Let's continue. Let's be real. This is not this thing. Ebola thing is not about politics. Because when Ebola came in Liberia, it's not going to be looking. Your Unity Party man will care you. Your CDC man will care you. ANC man will care you. No. Let's talk to this person. Let's bring this caller in. Hello.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. We don't have much time. Tell us your name and take your 1 minute.
Thank you, and good morning to our patriotic listener. My name is Professor Visitage, and I don't want to educate the conversation for the community where our people are still fetching water for the toilets and certificates at the river. So we got community this morning. Let me see. Those guys who continue to waste our time with this question, see a matter of me coming out to the party. Then we'll come on the other side and say, oh, but I see people are there. When they say, you want my child, I want to afford them. They have practitioners. But we don't say that because we are professional for the opposition. You see, those things that you heard yesterday from that lady, Bedell, because she was arrested because she put out to say you can web me on Uganda. So that was the video they arrested her to ask her a question. But the sickness is country. You can remember 2002 when anyone in power, that sickness came again. They buried that sickness to the extent that even they came out again when it came out, they described many Liberian country. So they want to tell Liberian that let them take us into version measure by watching that.
Thank you. Let's talk to the female general. Mansisi, let's hear you. Take your 1 minute.
Thank you, William. How you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. Let me say how to ask my son, Master, my big brother. There no window. I did the show on Friday. We Thursday, right? But another time, where's my brother? Say, well, I can take shot. No window.
No, I say, instead of 1 month, she can talk, she can take shot, or she can talk.
I know I'm going to see that there. Yeah, we now let's go straight to the point. So let me just say big there. They come on the platform. I know they talk angry. One thing they angry. I can't understand to win. You say angry. What's going on? We don't know. You win the election, do your job, and this. But you win. You say angry. But see one going on. Yes, okay. We're talking about Ebola here. Someone will say, oh, that Waka, they will say, oh, they stay there. You want for someone that is a free seat in front of the city? No. Why you say the truth? Yes, so why you say the truth? Let's know the truth. In it. Okay, to the country. Want to get one of these party man? What's the lawyer? Right? You want facility? No. That's not real. It's not for real for us. Well, just to the point where I'm saying, well, say, man, when you die, I will die, you will die. That's why I'm fight. But when you can't get it, you win. You say angry. Anything you say, I please see. This the woman say Ebola yet. They arrested the woman and take all the sexual. They hear for that more than that for all that. You let know. We won't put your CCO. That CCO she won't please. For one brand. Or that CCO will be segment and she won't please people. Our sexual partner with the race people with a different woman who can what she go there.
Okay, Mansisi, they got her mat. Her mat is right on Paris Street, and the horse is between Paris Street and Bypass.
Okay.
So anytime you, in fact, I would text you the daughter number.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right, Master G. Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Master G. Let's leave it there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's leave it there. Let's talk to another person. Let's take more calls. We have this person, David King, on the line. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Mr. Nimle.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Yeah. See, the issue I know has always been the project of the Unity Party. We buried over 2,000 of our compatriots in 2014 with the same Ebola issue. I don't know. Georgia was president. We had the same Ebola in DR Congo. But we were able to put mechanism in place. But this government is not telling you anything concerning what measure they have put in place, because today, as we speak, our Ebola land is poorer. In fact, our square mile has been reduced. Guinea has taken some. We don't know what is happening. So, for somebody to think that when Ebola comes, they will be looking for party identity, that is very sad on his part. You should speak to the issue, because the issue about Ebola, it doesn't matter party you belong to, whether you green or you blue. No, that's not the issue. We should be asking the question from the government. Government, we're hearing this thing. People are traveling every day. In fact, I saw something on the internet concerning John Lobo and family having vacation in DR Congo. So I don't know whether they have sent John Lobo there to come, then John Lobo go later in the hospital and say, oh, here in family kingdom with Ebola, they have suspected case and they doing SRC. Because the people doing everything. You know, you're not no Dubayan story. Not Dubayan level FM. Because they wanted to be pocket pop epidemic, and Dubayan said, no, this thing are not registered. So today Dubayan have been taken for a position, even though the Supreme Court said that you reinstate and pay for the time that you were not in office for, but they have not done anything or so, because Joe Boaga is very stubborn to the law of this country. He don't believe in it, and this is why my brother is just going the way it's going.
Okay.
So the government should tell us what mechanism have been put in place at the Vera Airport, at the port of entry, the Vera Polo land. What have been done there?
Okay,
so
David.
Put those measures in place.
Let's leave it there. Thank you.
In our traveling the entire world.
Thank you.
Unity Party, a project, Ebola will not work in the country. Or and will kill your leader and the other people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David King. Let's talk to more callers. We have Spencer Mohammed. Spencer,
Thank you very much.
welcome to the show.
Good morning, Wida.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Wida. Thank you very much. Wida, I'm Spencer Mohammed, call from Down Coast Borneo, Moita community, and a member of Concern Liberia for Justice. Wida, sometimes some of us want to play a listening role. But those are unsophisticated brothers from up Broad Street who have now turned to complete caricature in their own government. People who they referred to yesterday as criminals are now taking major decisions in their government. When they come to market their limitations, then will be forced to call to debunk their many lies the wrong way after the last year. Look, Windell, Unity Party, this is their trademark. A year, I think history has taught us a lesson. This was the same scenario that happened somewhere around 2014 when we started to hear the early warning sign about Ebola. The street is from the fact when the lady came from Lofa, went through and went to Firestone. That thing became a serious debate for these thing guys. Eventually, our 4,000 plus citizens lose their life to this same thing. Today, we are here with another Unity Party that just boasted of 1.2 billion budget and are desperate to get money by all means to justify the thing that an imaginary budget. The guys are looking for money everywhere. Because of that, Tubanya craze for praise to the chicanery. They know what they are doing.
Okay.
We need to be careful. We have to stand either warning to us, the ordinary citizen. We should not wait on these guys and not dependable because they are desperate to satisfy their quote unquote 1.2 billion imaginary budget. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's the voice of Spencer Mohammed. Let's talk to you, Patience Gray. Good afternoon and welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
I'm Patience Gray calling from
Take your 1 minute. Let's hear you.
You know how the United Party for want to the Ebola issue?
No.
The same way they do the Ebola issue where you talk, they can't answer you. I see this on the camera. Because the men for the 14 were in the country. Ebola is telling. And that's funny to her.
Mm-hmm.
When Ebola, yes, they're all don't know what to do. But always doing business with telling people coming for all the trying things there.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, they know what to do, but don't do it. That you won't play for or you won't money for it. No. When I do it at the Ebola issue, I will talk about it. You can't after you go to the Ebola on your with taboo, we talk about it and you lose your job.
Okay.
It shouldn't be that I'm in there.
Okay.
Ebola tell you, Ebola can do it. Ebola will give you one person wherever you go.
Okay.
Enough of that. So the government must see what they're doing. Yeah, let it tell us because we're telling it. People shouldn't be telling them. Official, you know, official can finish them. Let it be bold to tell. They shouldn't be lying, Tata. They see escalate.
Okay.
It shouldn't be that out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much, Patience Gray. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon to my family. I'm calling from the music industry. The district that they are partner at the lawmaker, GA, Nakubensi, or men who always play music every time you be accountability. So my attention was drawn to the issue
Amen.
of the SONA.
Okay.
Of the SONA, where students were analyzed because it's even the lawmaker. We are afraid of it. We're on the scene. Students were hurt. So I call to say a casket to the lawmaker. It will be the first, it should be the last. Students in the district, they are suffering. If we took a toy in the district, they are youth. They are selling market instead of going to school. He is not working there.
Oh, I didn't cut you off. You went off the line. Let me take this person as our last caller. Hello.
Good afternoon, Will.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yes, thank you. My business financial, I
Welcome to the show, Peter Lynn Peters.
Yes, thank you. And I joined my department as a last year administrator for the
Okay.
Yeah, so we know the next person is saying for the government in terms of police approval. You see, before the inception of this government, they brag about international convention, experience, and so many things. And let's know one of the comments in the first color, we try to bring the middle local information with the city. So what is the city going to benefit from already announcing that there is Ebola in Liberia? It is the government that they brag about international convention, but today they don't have. So they have been into the state we know to get international support. Because they feel that bringing negative things to the country is going to help them. Because this brother man took power. Which country or which president from around the world you are ever seen to come here Liberia or to even support Liberia economy? Nothing like that is happening. Things are informing us during the campaign. We are not seeing that. We are not seeing any relationship that even if you said that you had with Joe Biden and all those people, we are not seeing nothing like that. So they are only trying to bring this negative information or negative things to the country so they can get benefit from it. This thing was, the whole thing was like a play, something that the government did. It's just like a backfire. This is why they came by and said that they are investigating. So we're not sure they're just as you said, we don't believe them because the government, since they were in opposition, they start to lie. The government, they are still lying. So we still don't believe them. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. And Peter, let me send controls to my guys, Tunis, Aliyu, we at a close up. You listen to all of the callers, they are concerned about this scary news about Ebola in the country. Let's hear from you, your closing comment. Hope you can be brief in doing that. So let's hear from you. You guys need to unmute your system.
Bro, Tunis, you are muted. Bro,
Go ahead.
Tunis?
Go ahead. Take the lead.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to the callers. Yes, thanks to the callers. I don't really know what's happening to the Unity Party. Like my sister said, you people want election, you're angry. I know where the anger coming from with these people. Every small thing you see, the anger, the bitterness, the hate. Joseph Baka is destroying this country. This is not good for our democracy. This man had destroyed this country with hate and anger. And so the whole of Liberia, only United Party exhibition leaking. The moment somebody do something, boom, they say that's sedition. The moment somebody do something, they say that's sedition. Now they try to link the woman to CDC now because CDC, they don't have no future for Liberia. They don't want to see nothing good happening in Liberia. The United Party, they're the one own Liberia. They are the only people that get a bright future for this country. They want to see good things happening. If you want to make people to believe that you people are the best people for the country, you get the country attacked, then you have to show yourself in a form and manner. You see, you have to be transparent to the Liberian people. Like the other caller just said, I think Peter Lee. You actually do Ebola like Lofa issue. Today, nobody can speak about Lofa. You are there any representative, senator, minister, directors, government official to just talk about Lofa issue? You lose your job soon money. This government, they are not transparent to the Liberian people. They don't want us to believe them. You want us to trust them. Let everybody take precaution. Don't believe this government. Don't trust them. And we pray that Ebola will know what we experienced in Liberia during 2013, 14. All the way, we saw what happened, what Ebola did to our country. And we pray this time around, let God guide and protect our country from this horrible disaster and disease. So we can see again, God bless America, God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Let us just be mindful whether the news is fake or not, but Ebola is real. It's all over the world. It's on CNN, it's on every news agency in the world today. BBC everywhere, Liberia. It's coming from directly Congo. It started May 14. All right, when the first case came up. So let us be mindful. We're getting plane coming from Kenya, passengers coming from East Africa to Liberia. Whether the news is fake, let us take it very, very serious. Individually, take it serious because your life is at stake. You don't wait for this failed government or else you'll be dead while they are staying in power. And this goes to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Tomorrow marks the day of Arafah, the most sacred day in the Islamic lunar calendar. It falls on the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, the final month of the Islamic year. Fasting on this special day is highly recommended. Thank you so much. You're joining us this evening by 11 p.m. If you are not asleep, join us so we can continue the conversation. The same conversation will continue at 11 p.m. Thank you again for joining us from Facebook, YouTube, and listening to us over the radio. Again, this is your good friend Suleiman Hashim Hashim Tunis coming to you from Staten Island, New York. Back to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll be here tomorrow until we are back here tomorrow, God's willing. Do have a pleasant Monday. Make sure you put in place all preventive measures. All right. The same thing I we used to do on Ebola or in the country at first. We'll be doing it again. Because some people say Ebola here, some people say Ebola not here. But whatever the case is, whether the information is true or false, Well, let's be very careful. We got to go. Wendell and Esther, thanks for being here.
I can't stand no more, 'cause no more